This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for, well, we're not looking for anything really. This is the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency traffic? Negative. Frequencies in use? Yeah, by me. So tonight we're, I'll just jump in there with that. If there's any emergency traffic, just call 911 before you call us. Like, you can definitely call us. We'll help it anyway. We'll call 911 for you if we have to. For information on that, you go to YouTube and go to put my call, not your call, my call, K4PEW in the search block, and it'll bring up the surface of my, face of my radio, give you an indication of what the signals look like and what you sound like. You can hear it back on YouTube. Also, you can go to 146.415.net for information on Simplex or groups.io. You can put K4, not K4. Mike MJSS, Mike Juliet Sierra Sierra, in the search block there for the to sign up for our email, or even just to see. You don't have to sign up for anything. You can just see our net schedule there, and what we're kind of a little summary of what we're all about. And or you can send me an email at k4pew@arl.net, and I'll try to answer. That's a good try to answer any questions you might have. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, and lots of other times. We do nets on. We do about 13 nets a week, including on Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. and 28.415, 28.415, and that's on the upper side band. That's handled by KM4YRF. As you can imagine, you're probably already on frequency at 146.415, where we are right now. We'll be moving over to 144.240 after this net, and then we'll move over to 50.135 after that net, and then we move to 223.415 on FM for the last of our 7 nets for the evening. Seems like a lot. By the way, we had a big red letter day here. On D-Star, we had 9 check-ins. No, on DMR, we had 9 check-ins, and on C4FM, we had 9 check-ins, which was a record number of check-ins for both. And on D-Star, I think we had 6, but I'm not positive. I'll have to get a word from Larry on that. Anyway, it was a big deal anyway to us. I mean, 9 doesn't sound like a winning number, but we never hit 9 in the first year I was doing the net. I don't think. I have to look, but I could be lying about that. I don't know. I don't think anybody can disprove me because it wasn't on YouTube. All right. Announcements. Don't have really any big announcements. I guess there was a minor one. The BibleNet group, which is a fairly big group, usually they had their breakfast this morning up there in Hendersonville, which is every 2 months, and they're planning on doing the breakfast, and it's all hams, of course. At least at this point, they're considering doing the breakfast at Golden Corral and Hermitage, which would coincide with ours, which would be great because then we'd have a big breakfast. And I think most of you guys probably know bunches of hams in that group. So that's just something to think about. It's in December. It would be the whatever this Saturday is is this the second Saturday of the month, is it? Yeah, I think it is second Saturday of the month, and it's going to be in December, so that's a ways off. But we'll get a heads up on that at some other time. Do we have any other check-ins besides the one I mentioned? Nothing heard. Let's see, where was I? We did the announcements. Nope, I don't think I have anything else. We'll be taking check-ins then. This is net number 942. You did do West last time, Michael?
Yes.
Very good. Glad you're keeping track. So we're doing South. It's a net number 942. This is beginning more or less of our, just as of last week or so, or 2 weeks ago, beginning of our 10th year, which is astounding to me personally. I can't believe they stuck with it this long. It's lasted longer than, well, at least one of my marriages, and 2.5 times longer than my enlistment in the military. So it's been quite a stretch. But we will be taking check-ins right now from, well, first we'll start off with short on time, mobile, or first time check-ins. First time check-ins, mobile, or short on time. That's it. But before no, I don't think we ought to do anything before that. Let's come now.
Kilo 4 Victor up. Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Zulu X-ray. Joe, I'm in Murfreesboro and I'm short time.
Hold on one there. The Papa Zulu X-ray, really short on time. What was the first part of that call?
Kilo Oscar 4.
Ah, very good. You got a good signal out of Murfreesboro. You're doing fine. What was your first name?
Joe, Juliet, Oscar, Echo.
Well, very good. You on a home base unit?
I am. Well, I got a FTM 400, and I've got a beam pointed right towards you, I think.
Oh, that's why the big signal beam pointed right at us. Very good, Joe. This is your first time I think you checked in, isn't it?
It is. I've checked into I think it's a Monday or Tuesday night 2-meter net, but never this one.
Okay. Well, we have a Wednesday and a Saturday night net, so I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
Must be the Wednesday one then. My kids all blend together. I got kids.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm married too. Very good, Joe. Anything else for the net?
No thanks. Just wanted to test out the beam. I just got it put in yesterday.
Oh, very good. How big a beam did you put in?
It's just a 3-element beam. It's in my attic.
Oh, wow, it's doing great. Yeah, I also have a 5-element beam in my attic, and it's only 5 elements because that's all it would fit.
Yeah, I can only fit 3, but I just wanted to make it to Mount Juliet. If I can make it over tomorrow, I'll be happy. But if I can make it to Mount Juliet, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, you're doing fine for Murfreesboro. That's very good. Good to have you in there, Joe. That was Joe in Murfreesboro. Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Zulu X-ray. Mike, let's take you next. Mike is Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. You there?
I'm here. I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or who, but Cable Review, Mike Hendersonville. Good evening, Paul, and everybody else from the net.
Ah, very good. Nothing more exciting for the net tonight?
No, about it. Went out and put up some antennas today for one of the guys in the club that come down during one of the storms, and got him 2 wire antennas put up and a vertical, and got him back on the radio.
Oh, awesome. You know, this is one of the few hobbies where people actually go to other locations to help them do things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've been out and helped quite a few of them, so we don't mind.
Oh, I know. Well, we try to help other people get on the air so we can talk to them.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. He's got some, I know he's dealing with some cancer issues right now, and he said he's been having some issues trying to get things done, and there was a group of us, and we decided to run up there and get him back on the air before winter hit and give him something to do, so that way he wouldn't have to worry about twinning the thumbs.
Oh, I get it. Very good. I'm glad you're helping out somebody else there. Anything else, Mike?
No, sir. That's it. So good to you and everybody else on the net, and everybody have a good rest of the weekend. Keep over here.
Very good. That's Michael, Kilo 4 Victor Alpha in Hendersonville. Anybody else short on time or mobile? Or first-time chickens? All right. Who else? We started from the south, so that's where we need to start. South, please come now. Hello, Tony. Hey, send that solar eclipse picture or that partial solar eclipse picture up to the group, would you?
Well, okay, I can, or you can, or somebody can. I don't think it's all that particularly amazing because it's a partial eclipse.
Well, yeah, but it's still the only picture I've seen of this partial eclipse.
Yeah, it does have 2 little sunspots on it, though.
I did notice that. That's cool. That means it's good.
Okay, yeah. Well, that just means there's a magnetic flux.
What'd you say to me?
Yes, I did.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Tony?
No, I think that's pretty much will do it. KF4, KFQ.
Well, technically, you did moon bounce since the sun's hitting it, bouncing back to you. So you were doing some moon bounce pictures.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of that. It's kind of backwards of that, I think, now that I mention it. Anyway, that was Tony in Smyrna, KF4, KFQ. Who else is this out? Hey, Larry. Yeah, what was your count on D-Star? Okay, very good. I thought it was 6. I wasn't positive. You're better now on 2 meters than you were on D-Star. You were breaking up quite a bit to me, so I couldn't hear about 85% of what you were saying. Very good. That's Larry. He does the D-Star net on Saturday nights at 7:15. That's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. I usually get him better than that, but I've got an antenna that's not as good as the one I used to have that I'm waiting on a new one. Who else is South, please come now. No more south, go to the east.
KM4, why are you?
Did you get your emergency all settled out, I hope?
Oh my God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I heard this big boom and I heard Emily yell. And I thought, oh my God, she's fallen again. I beat it up the steps and out on the deck. And she was out there with the vacuum cleaner and she had knocked the chair over and scared me to death.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, I'm surprised you didn't have a heart attack.
I thought I was going to.
Yeah, boy. Oh boy. Yeah, under those circumstances, I understand. Well, I'm glad she didn't have.
Yeah, and me too. But she's good, and I'm good now. It's like hard to slow down.
Yeah, I've been there, done that with several things over my lifetime. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, that's all, Paul. Thank you for doing what you do.
Oh, by the way, I lied about the DMR numbers. No, Mike had 9 on the D-Star tonight, and I'm sorry, on C4 FM, and over on DMR, which I did that night, we had 9 as well. So it was a big net tonight, and 6 on D-Star, which is a pretty average number, but it does go up and down a little bit. So it's not like we're trying to actually compete, because we get what we get, you know. Who else is east? Please come now. No more east. Oh, that was rough. I didn't catch that. I heard some noise, but it was. I mean, I heard somebody talking, but I couldn't make out the call. Somebody catch that call? I'm not getting nothing.
All I'm hearing is the squelch rate.
It was Stan, Paul.
Oh wow, Stan. What, they to reduce your power in your house?
I guess so, Paul.
No, I got you that time just fine. What was going on? Do you know?
No idea, Paul.
Okay, well, you sound good. Everything going okay?
It's going well, Paul. How about with you?
It's going. I don't know if it's going good or not. I'll find out my next doctor's appointment, I think.
Yeah, I heard that. I won't hold you up, Paul. Back to that KM4HQ.
All right, very good. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo in Lebanon. I don't know what happened there on the initial transmission. It was maybe your mic wasn't making complete. I don't know what was going on, because you were absolutely garbled on the first transmission and then like nothing on the second transmission. So I don't know what was going on. And it was the same way, and Michael heard it the same way, I think. Didn't you, Michael?
Yeah, he had good signal strength, just no audio.
Very good. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo. Who else is east?
SIBKI4SOR, good evening, Paul.
Very good. That same thing happened there. There was a little bit of an audio problem. Did you're on the new one, the FTM radio?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was something, you came in when you first did it almost like you were talking through a straw.
I probably just tried to talk before the mic got kicked or something. I don't know.
All right. Your mouth got ahead of the mic.
It does that periodically.
Yeah. Sometimes I talk out of my butt.
I'm not going to finish this.
No, there's a good ending or a bad ending, whichever you want to put it. And you doing anything good today after the breakfast?
I came home and took a nap. Does that count?
Well, it counts as doing something.
Yeah, I did. I came home and laid down for a bit. I don't know what got into me, but I just, I got home fine. But when I got in here, it just, like, it was time to lay down. So I did and took a little bit of a nap. So I haven't already accomplished anything of any great worthwhile venture today. But I did enjoy breakfast and seeing everybody. And, I ventured out and got on, what is that, D-Star? No, not D-Star. C4 FM a little bit ago, so that's new for me.
Oh yeah, well I copied you well on that one.
Yeah, I was just I thought about it happening at 7:30, and I thought, let me see if this thing will even work. So yeah, I found that out. That's not a bad thing.
Well, very good. Without you, you wouldn't have matched the 9 we had on DMR.
Well, All right, y'all carry on. Appreciate what you're doing and have fun with it. We'll catch you after a while. KI4SIB out of the way. Thank you, sir. Step 3.
Very good. That was Richard and Stephanie in Lebanon, KI4SIB and KI4SOR. Who else east? Boy, another silent key. What's going on there? Talk. But no, all I heard was a click of a microphone. What was that last station? Please come again. Wow, big signal, but no audio. I don't know what's going on. You did get a big signal too, didn't you, Michael?
Yes, I did. It was just about the same signal strength as Stan.
Yeah, it's 55 over at my station.
I got 3S units here in Lebanon.
I don't know who that is. Let's see if we were on D-Star, we could tell. No, we don't. It doesn't matter. All right, I don't know what's going on. You got something going on where you got nice signal, but no audio. Or whatever's happening on your microphone. Well, figure it out. We'll come back. You can come back in anytime. Who else is east? Okay, up to the north.
K4TW.
Very good. You sound big numbers tonight there, Wes.
Yeah, well, 5 elements, log periodic, very low gain, but I've got bandwidth to share.
Oh, yeah, that's killer. No, that's nice to have that kind of a signal. And I was surprised, though, you couldn't hear Richard. Not that I'm not Richard, but Rick over there in Ashland City. But then again, if the conditions don't permit, because it wasn't getting past Jack and Donaldson over there by just north of the airport.
No, I was pointed right at him. So I could not. I was listening. I opened up the squelch. I've only heard Rick a couple of times. By the way, I turned the beacon back on. I've got a beacon on 28.2048. 28.2048 on 10 meters, and it's right over the border in Kentucky. It'll be north of most of us. So let me know if you can hear it. KE4TW.
All right, I think everybody probably heard that, but Wes has put up a beacon up on the other side of the Kentucky line, and it's on 28.2048. 2048, and you'll be able to recognize the CW call sign. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India.
Yeah, it's vertically polarized, so that could be an issue. It's 12 watts to a vertical dipole. All right, appreciate it. We'll see if anybody can hear it. KE4TW.
Send your QSO cards to Wes. KE4TWI. I don't think he does cards though.
Email.
Of course. Very good. Anyway, 28.2048. That's where his beacon is, and it's on KE4TWI. Anybody else north?
Hey, Paul. Can you copy KE6HWR?
Hey, where you been, man?
All over the planet, but not here in Tennessee. I've been back about a month, give or take. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I was talking to somebody who raised your name in vain.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Now, he said you haven't heard from me. I guess, have you heard from him? I said, no, he has been on the nets recently, but I remember him very well.
Yeah, I come out here every now and then as long as I keep paying the electric bill, but I'm in good shape, give or take, other than ALOE, I'm doing fine.
All righty. Yeah, your signal's a little rough, I say. I have good copy, but it sounds like it's kind of rough. What kind of antenna are you using up there?
The same one you used to have before it got blown out.
Ah, okay. Well, mine, I've got the lesser antenna. My current X700 that is now down because it's not performing because it had something blow internally, and so I've got a comparable to an X510 up there now at approximately the same height, but it just doesn't perform as well.
Yeah, the gain factor, obviously.
Oh yeah, no, it's people ask me, say, well, can you tell they couldn't tell the difference, but they're within say 15, 20 miles. But where there's stations that I normally hear that are out 35, 40 miles, I can either barely hear them or I don't hear them.
Yeah, one day when I put my big brisket on, I'll throw another 25 feet or so up in the air.
makes a difference. I just need to get above the line.
Yeah, very good. So you've been doing anything exciting, Darcy?
Yeah, actually, I have been. I've been trying to stay alive. Does that count?
Well, join that club. I had the I say fortune or I survived some cancer surgery in November, and I'm doing fine.
No, I had a complete going down the road blackout at 65, and I was on the three-wheeler, and the YL had the good sense enough to recognize I was having some form of a seizure and took control of the vehicle as far as the handlebar is concerned, and went from hard left to soft right in a short period of time and kept me from dying.
Oh, wow. What was it, a stroke or some kind of another seizure?
Some other kind of seizure, from what I can tell, was restriction from within the cervical area.
Wow. Yeah, it happened at a pretty inopportune time, didn't it?
Now, here's the weird part. So I don't know how many people can copy, but bring them up to date. Basically, I dipped a little bit to the left and went across the single yellow, and then I corrected because I realized something wasn't right. And then in a matter of seconds, I went black.
Yeah, I can believe it. I remember my mother telling me several years ago she had one of those TIAs, and she said she knew something was wrong when everything in the room appeared to be upside down.
Oh, that's interesting in itself. Yeah. All you got to do is stand on your head and fix it.
No, she said it was unbelievable. And when she called a nurse, good friend of hers who's a nurse, and said, "Get to the hospital immediately."
Yeah, when your perception's that off, yeah, there's something major.
Yeah, very well. I'm doing it, but you're doing okay now?
Yeah, from what I can tell, I'm at least 99.97.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, medical science is wonderful, and I guess your wife's help sure made it possible.
Well, yeah, because I'm still here to deal with it. Yes, sir.
Very good. Well, where you headed off to anywhere else?
Not for the immediate future until I get a handle on whatever this is. I'm getting adjustments right now to get my flow back in line again because I clicked off some nerves with what happened.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope everything continues to get better.
It should. It ought to could as long as I behave myself. So I'll let you get back to the net and appreciate you doing this. I'll be checking in from time to time.
All right. Sounds good, Darcy. Good to hear from you. That was Kilo Charlie 6 Hotel Whiskey Romeo. He's in Cottontown. His name is Darcy. Haven't heard from him in a whole bunch of Sundays. Anyway, who else is north?
84 VW, Carlin and Bethpage.
Hello, Carlin. Good to have you check in over there on where were we? C4 FM.
Oh yeah, I've had C4 FM for a long time. Haven't been talking on it lately and stuff. If y'all was talking about C4 FM, I thought, well, wait a minute, I can go over there.
Very good. Well, to quote one of our members, I said we have, because we're on 220 net band, we're on C4 FM, we're on DMR, we're on D-Star, and we're on all these different modes. And I said something about maybe we need to go to I forget which one I said, 900 megahertz or to I forget what the other mode. It was another mode altogether. He says, "I'm not buying any more radios."
Yeah, you start getting up there in the 900 and up stuff, you're talking money.
Well, I don't know which one we talked about. We were really kind of joking about it because I don't want to buy any more radios either.
Yeah, I like how these manufacturers say all bands when really they ain't. I'm going like, what about the 220 band? What about the 900 megahertz band? I don't even say nothing about them. It's like they don't exist.
Well, it just doesn't pay because if somebody put 220 on a competitive radio, then their price would have to go up on something that's competitive with the other two big or three manufacturers. So I understand why they don't. There's just not much of a market for 220.
I think the Americans are about the only place that's got 220. So I think that's the way it goes. Well, anyway, check in. I guess I'll check out. That way you can get some more check-ins. Ain't that amazing how that worked out, for saying it that way. Anyway, Tulu Paul, 84 VW, and I'm turning it back over to you.
Very good. That's Carlin. He's in Bethpage. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Anybody else north or anywhere?
He's going to skip west. He's going to do it.
Well, you're anywhere, man. Okay, west, please come now. Is there any more? Is there any more north before I skip west? No, west, please come now.
KO4 OTV.
Very good. Everything good, Joel, on your sector?
Very good up here. Pretty quiet tonight.
Hey, you ought to be checking into that Cheatham net on Tuesday nights.
Is it like like was it Skywarn or something?
No, it's their. Well, I guess it is, but it's really their Aries net is on that Jolton repeater.
Oh yeah. I haven't been on there in a while. I don't even know what time they start.
7 p.m. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
Yes. Well, very good. Very good. Listened to it before. It's just been a long time, and I'm usually in bed by 8, and during the week, because I get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Well, they need the check-ins, man. Well, as it is now, we're the lion's share of the nets coming from the Simplex net.
So the net they have, it's on a repeater though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's on the Jolton repeater, that 985. Is that what it is, Michael?
Yeah, 146,985.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I've got I think 2 or 3 Jolton ones in there, maybe 2. I can't remember. I've got 50-something channels programmed in this radio, but I'm sure it's in it.
Well, that Jolton 985 machine is it's as I think it's got the same coverage as the 91 machine.
I have better coverage on the 2-3 Jolton machine than I do that one.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever messed with that one. Is that at a higher elevation?
I have no idea. I want to make sure I'm telling you right too. I've got it programmed here on my other VFO. I just want to make sure I'm correct on that because no, it's the 37 machine. I'm sorry, it's the 145.370 machine. That machine, man, I can be on the river or anywhere, up and down all these valleys out here where I live, and trust me, it is extremely curvy, hilly terrain around here. It's awful, really. But I always hit it, no matter what.
Huh, very good. Yeah, I've probably seen it, but I don't pay much. Well, as you know, I don't pay that much attention to repeaters.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't either. This is something that I came across early when I got in the hobby, and I found these 2 for that area, and I programmed them in because I'm relatively well, 25 minutes, probably 30 minutes maybe from the downtown Jolton area, if you want to call it that. But yeah, and that one there for some reason, man, it's just a blowtorch over here.
Jolton has a downtown?
Well, no, they don't. It's just a little strip mall there.
Does it have any name brand stores besides Piggly Wiggly?
I don't know. I'm not real familiar with the area. I mean, I'm familiar with it just passing through usually, but I can't say that I stopped there. But I do believe there might be a Piggly Wiggly.
Very good. We used to have one down in Florida. I don't know how widespread they were. It was called Little General, a convenience store, but I think those disappeared.
Oh yeah, there's not many of those bomb pile run ones. You know, Dollar General's kind of got that sewed up around here, especially out here where I live in the country. There's probably, I don't know, 5 or 7 of them within a 20-mile radius.
Well, where I grew up, and again, that was in the 50s and early 60s, and there was no convenience. I don't know when 7-Eleven started. I haven't the foggiest idea, or any of those big name brand convenience stores. But we didn't have any convenience stores, and all we had was supermarkets and little supermarkets. But we did have convenience stores, but they were usually in people's houses, and they would, you just walked up, opened a door, and their whole living room was kind of, they walled it off, and they were selling candy and cookies and cigarettes and beer, wine, and milk.
Yeah, that's kind of how I used to buy my cigarettes when I was a kid growing up. I remember we would go to a place like that. A guy had a VCR TV repair shop out here on Old Charlotte, right on the Davidson County, Cheatham County line, and it was kind of similar to that. It's kind of strange now that you look back on stuff like that, you just don't see that anymore.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. The one we used to go into, he had a nice comic book rack, and that was the attention I had there. Got my attention.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. And, oh, this is off the subject. It's just before the net started. Well, actually, the net had already started. I made a contact on 10 meters to South Australia, which was pretty unique. I thought to a VK5 KV.
Wow, that's awesome. And that was on upper sideband?
It was.
Oh man, that's big time.
Well, it sounded to me, you know how people sound when they run an amp. It's kind of, from that. Well, he had a beam as well, so that was probably the reason. I was going to try and get in here as an announcement to tell everybody, but I think he had stopped calling CQ at that point. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. But I could tell he had that amp. It kind of had that hollow sound to it, but it was really crisp, man. He sounded really good for 10,000 miles away.
No, even with the amp, it doesn't. The good conditions are going to work very well for you. Anyway, anything else for the net?
That's it, Paul. I'll see y'all on 6 KO4 OTB.
Very good. Who else? That was Joel. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Who else is West?
KG4 ILV Jack and Donaldson.
What was that? The waiting game?
No, I had the mic sitting across the room.
I thought it was you. You were going to outweight Greg.
No, I guess that didn't work.
No, everything going. I can't believe you could hear Rick and I couldn't. That was funny.
Well, I guess since I'm in the middle, but I can't believe I couldn't hear him.
Well, you say you couldn't, or yeah, that you could hear him. That was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I got a straight shot to Ashland City, apparently, and I guess I got a straight shot to you guys.
No, it's just funny because I'm not that far west of you. I mean, what is it? 11 miles, 12 miles, 13 miles?
Yeah, something like that. But it's probably a terrain issue and the conditions too.
Yeah, no, I'm sure of that because I can usually hear Rick. I heard nothing but noise when he came online. I could tell somebody was there, but I couldn't hear anything else.
Well, my brother's out there in Ashland City, and there's a lot of big rocks. The highway had to cut through a lot of feet of solid rock to get it down to manageable level.
Oh well, he's lucky. He's at a fairly good elevation over there, but there's still a lot of terrain issues between there and here.
Well, I'll let you go, Paul. I'll see you on the next one, KG4 LV.
Very good. That's Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is West?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo from the Forgotten West.
Oh no, I just don't want to. I just do that to make sure you jump in there and chew me out.
Yeah, I'm pounding now.
What was your tactical call sign and net number so I can check you in?
I have no idea. I don't know how those QSO parties work.
I think what we ought to do is you can self-identify with any number and any tactical call sign.
Yeah. No, I couldn't hear Rick at all, and I'm even closer to Jack than you are.
Yeah, well, again, just a slight differences can make a huge, even just angles make a big difference. Sometimes I've noticed, it doesn't no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, I'm saying terrain.
Yeah, very good. Anything good for the net?
Now, see you on the next one.
All right, that was Greg. He's in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else west?
KC14Q.
Hello, Charles. Everything good?
Yes, sir. Everything's fine. Just getting ready to take my multi-band vertical down so I can do the repairs on it.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. Which multi-band vertical do you have?
High gain 80, 680.
What does that like have a top hat? And I don't remember what the 680 is.
Yeah, it's got a counterpoise at the bottom, and it's got several top hats at the top.
Okay. Well, you got some pieces falling apart.
Back in March, when that tree fell and tore down my loop, it kind of hit one of the guy wires, and it gave it a big jerk, and it broke a couple of the little brackets on it, and give a little whip to the very top where the 80 by 80 meter part is, and it's kind of thin. I don't know if it's broke, but it works. So,
No.
But I still need to get it down and see if I can fix it.
Oh, you guys can hear my dogs barking. They think I'm getting off the air. Anyway, yeah, I got you, Charles. It's I had that happen to me one time where the other antenna fell and bent one of the counterpoises to the 10 meter antenna.
Yeah, a couple of, it's got like a bunch of radiators on the side of it, so I think one or two of them is bent, but I have a fixture where I can lay it over and I use a winch to pick it up and lay it down, because when I first put it up, I had to put it up and down about 6-8 times, tuning it, each time, put it up, see what it was, put it back down, change it, whatever. It took a while.
Yeah, how tall is that antenna?
I don't know. It's I think the antenna itself is over 25 feet.
What you need is a 30-foot step ladder.
No, I just lay it over.
No, I mean putting it up and taking it down is a pain.
Yeah, I have to build a little fixture to put my winch on, and that way I don't have to struggle with it or all that good stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, anything else good for the net? I know you got your work cut out for you with that antenna.
No, it ain't too bad. I got most all my antennas set where I can, do them pretty much myself, because it's just, you can't hardly get anybody to come by and help you anymore. And all my family's done got old and decrepit.
Yeah, I understand. But if you need help, just tell somebody if you do need help. I know some of us will come over.
Well, certainly, I sure will. If I get in dire straits, I'll definitely call. But like I say, I've engineered most of my stuff so I can get it up and down by myself. But anyway, Paul, thanks for being there. Appreciate it. Good seeing you this morning, and everybody have a good evening. KC14 here.
Very good, Charles. That was Charles, Kilo Charlie 4, Tango, November, Quebec, and West Nashville. Big signal, and he was there at breakfast this morning. I'm along with the other, well, there was 6 of us, I think, only this morning. Anyway, who else is West or anyone?
KI4 ZDG.
KI4. Oops, so my pencil ran out of ink here. KI4. Dang. Hold on. I like to write them down while I got them here. KI4 ZDG. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing well. Well, that was me. I was screwing everybody up earlier and had no audio. I don't know what's going on with the radio. Not sure what.
Yeah, that was I wasn't sure it was you, but there was something going on with push to talk on it, because you had a big signal but just no audio.
Yeah, I got that new antenna, and it's just kind of set up temporarily, and I've got coax running through the window, so I've got just kind of a temporary setup. But I was using my ICOM 705, and I think it would be to Florida last week, and I was using it down there to do JSN call, but I haven't had the microphone on it using that, so I don't know what's going on, but it has been packed away in like a Pelican case backpack. But it's pretty secure. I don't know. The radio is only about 6 or 7 months old.
Huh. Well, it shouldn't be there. It really shouldn't be the radio. It's probably something in the push to talk arrangement of the wires, because it just shouldn't be behaving that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's settings got messed up, because I've been using it for digital mode and whatnot. So maybe I just need to go through and figure out what I screwed up. But it did work a minute ago. It worked on.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't make any sense to me, because, like I said, huge thing.
I don't know. But anyway, hey, about a week or so ago, I don't know if you saw it or checked the email recently, but we had talked earlier about you may have a pole or something like that that I can mount this antenna on.
Yeah, I do. No, I didn't see. I check my email. Man, do I check my email? I get so many. I have to check it a couple, 3 times a day and get rid of the. I must have overlooked yours. I don't know how I would have done that, because normally I see them, and even I even go through the spam every day, almost item by item, to make sure nothing's improper. Good stuff fell in there, but I must have missed yours. But I was out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. I don't know if it was during that period.
No, I said it before we went on vacation, but I can send you another one. I may have sent it to the wrong email address, so I'll just shoot another one out.
All right, sounds good. Anything else on that, Kevin?
No, sir. I appreciate your patience with me.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, if everybody did everything perfectly, it wouldn't be any fun. That was Kevin, Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf here in Mount Juliet, and he was the all mouth and all signal and no audio, at least on the one mode. Who else is any place anymore, including anymore, anyway, any place, anywhere, especially West? Okay, no more, or we're moving on. All righty, that was with 18 in there tonight on 2 meters. We're going to move right over to 144.240, 144.240 upper sideband, and we'll see you there momentarily. I'm going to give a second here unless anybody's got an issue. Nope, I know a lot of people got issues, but at least they're not. This wasn't one of them. All right, so we'll see you over at 144.240. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on upper sideband on 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the south. Please come now. Okay, how about from the east? You can hear my dogs. They think I'm getting off the air for some reason. They're going crazy. They want to go outside. KM4YRF. Who else is east? That was Michael, by the way. KM4YRF. Who else is east? Anybody else east? Anybody north? I was giving me a short net. Anybody west? No, I got Greg in there. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who's the other station? There's a double in there.
KD4, LD.
Yeah, very good. Boy, you got covered up big by Greg that time, Jack. It was Jack Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Yeah, it was funny because normally you're louder, but anyway, not tonight. Who else is west? Anybody, any place, anywhere? KF4, KFQ. That's Tony and Smyrna. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? Any place, anywhere? Please come now. Oh, big number 5 on the 2 meter upper sideband. Okay, we're going to move right over to 50.135 unless I hear somebody complain because we're looking for another check-in on 144.240. Is anybody hearing any stations? I cannot.
I'm hearing nothing.
All righty, then we're going to move right over to 50.135. And of course, that's upper at 135. I'm even writing my numbers down wrong here. 50.135. Looking for check-ins over there in a minute. K4 PW. All righty, this is K4 PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins on 50.135 from the south. Please come now. From the east, please come now.
KM4, wow.
All right, let's check in at each of the sides, and we'll get a few more check-ins. That was Michael KM4YRF, and he's in Mount Juliet. Who else is east? Are you copying anybody, Mike?
I'm not hearing anything.
I'm hearing those voices in my head again. Anybody east, please come now. Up to the north, please come now. Over to the west, please come now. Very good. We got Greg in there, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is in there from the west? Very good. We got Joel in there. Decent signal, good audio. A little weak, low, but I got a good copy. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor. Who else is west? Where's Jack? Anybody hear Jack? Yeah, no Jack. Jack, come in now. Yeah, usually he is. I don't remember how well he did on 6 meters before, but he's doing. I've heard him before. Huh? I can't hear. Any other station, please come now. That must be India Lima Victor if you're hearing a Victor station at the end.
It's Echo Charlie Victor.
I think that's Kilo Delta 4 Echo Charlie Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kilo Delta 4 Echo Charlie Victor. He's out in way out west. I mean, farther west than you. Joel, I said farther west than you, Joel. Stop. I said I got him in there. That's I have him in from on a relay, but that's Kilo Delta 4 Echo Charlie Victor. No, that's all right. We figured it out. Anyway, I'm glad he's in there. We got him in there as a relay, but I can't hear him at all. All right. Do we have any more check-ins on this? Please come now.
Jack is trying to check in.
Oh, I thought so. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Very good, Jack. Now I'm not copying you at all tonight, Jack. Is Jack saying anything?
He's texting me now.
Oh, okay. Texting doesn't count, man.
Well, he said that he can hear us, but we can't hear him.
It's because we don't want to. All right. Do we have any more check-ins here on 50.135? Please come now. All righty. Grand total of 6 on that net. That was that match. It was 5 on, yeah, 5 on, what do you call it? 144.240. Yeah, 144.240. And then the 6 on 6 meters. So maybe we'll do better. I think we're going to do better on 223. So anybody else before I jump out? All right, I'm going to close that portion of the net and close out the YouTube video so we can go to the 223.415 and speak our mind. So you guys have a good night. K4PEW.